Alright, so here's how Summerslam should be booked in WWE. So, I think in the opening match, it should be Austin Theory versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. I think that'll be good, and I think Solo Sikoa would actually dethrone him because Solo, he deserves a championship, bro. Next up, second match in, I would love to see Gunther versus Drew McIntyre again. And the reason why Sheamus isn't in that and doesn't make it triple threat, we'll get to that in a sec. But it'll be for the Intercontinental Championship, and I actually think Drew would probably pull out an upset victory and, yeah, win the Intercontinental Championship, because I wouldn't actually mind seeing a reign from him. Next up, I would love to see just no championships involved if the Brawling Brutes broke up. Or even better, if somehow, for some reason, Cesaro returned. If he did, then I would love to see a match between Sheamus and Cesaro. Or, if the Brawling Brutes have broken up by then I would love to see Sheamus in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Butch and Rich Holland. The next match in, I would love to see Asuka defending her title against, I believe Charlotte Flair's on Raw, I think. But if, well, I don't know, just a woman who's on Raw, really. SmackDown. But yeah, SmackDown. I think Charlotte's on SmackDown. It's confusing because she has the Raw Women's Championship, but she's on SmackDown. I believe. Isn't she? Asuka. I think she's on SmackDown. But, I would love to see Asuka defending against someone. I would, I would also like to see Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar for the last time ever. And this would have probably already happened, Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy and Jey Uso. So I would love to see, because apparently, there's this dude from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he might get signed to WWE. He's called like the Samoan Wolf or something like that, I believe. And I would love, if he was signed by WWE, then I would love to see Jimmy and Jey Uso. Wait, no. Nah, he probably wouldn't. Probably The Rock would probably help him if he came back, because I did just watch Fast and Furious X. Click off if you don't want spoilers, but you've probably already guessed it. The Rock returned at the end of the movie. If you watched the movie, bro, that was a sick ending. If you haven't, it's a sick ending. It's an amazing movie. I loved it. I legit watched it today, which is kind of mad. But, I think that if The Rock is in WWE, then I would love to see The Rock, Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. I would absolutely love for Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle to win. I think Sami Zayn should get the pin. Between Sami Zayn... Actually, nah, just Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn should get the pin against The Rock. Or, nah, probably Jay. Jay or The Rock. Or Jimmy. Any of them, really. I wouldn't mind because, obviously Sami and Jay have history. Jimmy, he betrayed Roman, so I don't think he would get pinned. And I think they would actually respect the Usos. and they would like probably shake his hands after the match. But I think probably most likely Jay would probably like get out of the handshake and like hit a super kick or something. And then The Rock would like get all angry, and then Jay looks for a super kick against The Rock, but The Rock reverses, spins around and turns it into a rock bottom. And then Jimmy's just looking. He runs at him, looks for a super kick. The Rock spins around and hits a rock bottom on him too. And he cuts a promo saying he's sorry and all that, and they make up. But I would love to see a triple threat where Rhea Ripley is defending her title, and in the in the co-main event, I would love to see Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar in a Falls Count Anywhere match, or a steel cage match. That would be like the best, I think. I wouldn't mind both of them. Falls Count Anywhere or steel cage. Falls Count Anywhere, I think, is like really brutal because I would love to see them fight backstage as well, like on the ramp and everything. And steel cage is just brutal. Yeah. I mean, you're in a steel cage. First one to escape wins. But I think they would probably do it first one to get pinned wins. Yeah, I think they'll probably do it like that. And if they did do a steel cage match. And in the main event, of course, it's Roman Reigns defending against somebody. I don't know who that person would probably be. It would probably be Jimmy Uso, I think, because he wants revenge. And obviously Jimmy Uso is already beaten up from the third match, like 2 matches before that. Before his match with Roman, 2 matches before that, 2 matches before his match with Roman, he had a match with Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and he was brutally beaten by Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens gave him a decent beating, and so did Matt Riddle. But mostly Sami Zayn carried out the beating and hit many helluva kicks and blew thunder bombs throughout the match. Kevin Owens hit like a few pop-up power bombs on people every now and again. He only hit like 1 pop-up power bomb and 1 stunner on Jimmy or something. And Matt Riddle only delivered 1 Bro Derek and a few German suplexes to Jimmy. But obviously after the match, when he got hit with a rock bottom, he was very vulnerable. If he was like a champion, then someone cashed in Money in the Bank, they wouldn't even have to do anything. They could have just ran into the ring and pinned them straight away. They would have won it. Yeah, I'm talking that type of week. And people hate Roman for this, especially because he acts like it's a big thing. I would love to see that, just to see the fans getting absolutely infuriated at him. I would love to see I think Jimmy Uso would probably do the like taunt, the ooh-ah taunt, and then spear him, goes for the pin, 1, 2, no, Roman kicks out. Then Roman, throughout the match, yeah, they brawl on the outside. Yeah, I would say it would probably be like an I Quit match or something, which would be kind of iconic. But I think it would be an I Quit match. Wait, no, not an I Quit match. Hell in a Cell. But yeah, they would fight a lot. At first, they didn't even lock up. Roman Reigns hit a pop-up powerbomb power bomb. A power bomb on Jimmy, and then hit a crucifix power bomb, and then kept on banging his face into the top turnbuckle into the corner. And Roman went to the top and hit an Uso splash. Then a Samoan drop, goes into the corner and hits a spear. He goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. And after Jimmy gets a rope break on a guillotine, Roman Reigns finishes it off after many kickouts by Roman, after many many hip attacks from that, and also a few Samoan drops later, and he goes for the pin against Roman. 1, 2, no. Roman kicks out. Jimmy goes to the top, hits an Uso splash, goes for the pin. 1, 2, no. And then, yeah, that's how we are today. Well, there they are today, then. And then Roman goes, he bounces off the ropes and nails a Superman punch. Actually, no, he goes to the corner, hits a Superman punch, and then he Irish whips. After a few ducks under, he nails the final spear, and then locks in the guillotine, and Jimmy passes out. And also, there are many uses of probably a table. I think Roman would probably hit like a crucifix or like a normal powerbomb. I think he'll probably hit an avalanche powerbomb onto the table, but he doesn't pin him after that or something like that. But yeah, that's how I think SummerSlam should be booked. SummerSlam 2023 should be booked. Bye-bye.